Do you manage musicians' albums? Are you a property manager? The short answer is no. Today, I'm going to talk about the FAQs I typically receive as a project manager. I'm Nicole Jones, project manager of the PM Suite, and I help businesses manage their teams and projects towards a successful launch. I've worked in corporate America for 10 years, working in spaces like finance, technology, marketing. I was able to retire at 33 and continue with the PM Suite as a consultant. Honestly, I support various amounts of clients, but most of them are small to mid-sized companies, supporting spaces like nonprofits, startups, business coaches, and things of that nature. We help and support the project plan. We help pull all those ideas that are in your head and put into an actual plan to execute against with your team and vendors and anyone else that's involved with the project. But we make sure from end to end, we have a fully fleshed out plan to be successful. Typically, starting out, we have a discovery call just so I can understand what it is that you're looking for, how I can best serve you and support you on this project. Then we go into the actual onboarding phase, the onboarding process, talking about what systems that we're going to use, and basically go into the cadence of the project. Then we're going to go into project kickoff, talking about the plan, talking about our stakeholders, talking about our team that's involved. Then we're going to go into introductions and talking about our strategy session call. Also going to executing the project phases, because there are a number of phases that we go throughout the project in terms of initiation, planning, and many more phases throughout the life cycle of this project, as well as monitoring and control the project. This is so key as this project is going on to make sure that one, we're on track, making sure that don't have any loose ends and that we're actually going to deliver on time. And then we'll close out this project, go through lessons learned, and hopefully repeat this all over again as a repeat client. I have been able to support many different projects at many different levels, from corporate to now as a consultant. I've worked from some of the entry-level clients and teams all the way to the executive level. So I have a lot of familiarity with working with different levels, how to communicate to them what they're looking for, what are some of the key decisions that typically cause like a roadblock. So I work and navigate and lead those teams end to end and on those projects for the plan. Yes. And if it aligns, like I'm putting that in like air quotes, because we want to make sure that the people that are involved on this project that I'm helping support you through this process are actually on this project that we have contracted. So yes, I do work with the vendors, your core team, and anyone else that supports our specific project end to end. I would say in corporate America, one of the largest projects, and this is typical for a lot of project managers, is around 20 people or more. It actually can fluctuate based on the size of the teams and the many different cross-functional departments that we work with. Within the PM Suite, I would say right now it's about an average of 6 to 12 people on a project that I support. That is typically defined through our strategic planning session to outline like what is our cadence, how often do we need reports. So that's really defined on a case-by-case basis. What also plays a part in that are dependencies like our stakeholders, especially if they're a sponsor for this particular project. They might even have some instances where we need to meet a little bit more frequently because we have to report to them as well. Having project reports is critical just to understand the health of the project. So I make sure that in the strategic planning session, that is something we also discuss, how important that is to you. And it really depends on the project. If we need to have more frequent reports, more of a end of month report, or maybe it's a bi-weekly situation. But I want to make sure no matter what, you always get an update on what's happening. But reports is definitely a part of the process. Some of our most frequently used tools within this space are tools like Asana, Smartsheet, Notion, Monday.com, ClickUp even. So we're pretty familiar and well-versed in a lot of the project management tools that are out there, even going back to Microsoft Project if we're in the corporate space. It's not widely used today, but hey, it's an option. But we really want to make sure that we support you where you are, because a lot of my clients today already have a project management tool they're just not using it effectively. So that's where I come in and support them the best way that I can. Yes, actually, great question. That is actually linked below in the description, where I have a lot more details on some of our past clients and some amazing work that we've been able to accomplish through the PM Suite. So I would love for you to check that out to find out more information, but it's very vital for me to share with you some of our clients. That way you can just see and get an idea of like where you fit into the mold with the PM Suite and how I can best support you. And the number one question I always receive is, where can I book a consultation? Well, you can look below in the description and find out more information where we can connect, learn more about your project. I'm excited to learn about your vision and how I can best support you and the team in a successful launch. Overall, I hope this leaves you feeling much more confident to work with the PM Suite. Thank you for clicking on this video. If there are any other FAQs that you have, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. But I look forward to working with you soon. Bye.